Vaccinations. How do they work? Are they safe? Where do you sit in the pro-vax, anti-vax debate? I spoke with Catherine Weston, a senior lecturer in public health and graduate medicine. I also spoke with two vaccine advocacy groups, one completely against vaccinations and the other advocating for informed choice. However, both groups didn't want to be identified.
We no longer vaccinate against smallpox because it doesn't exist. In our life, it'll be great if we no longer vaccinate against polio because it doesn't exist, or we no longer vaccinate against measles because it doesn't exist.
That was Catherine. Smallpox was eradicated in 1980 following a global immunisation campaign led by the World Health Organization. Catherine explains that a vaccination is a way of introducing the virus into our bodies to trick the person's immune system it has the disease.
So it will mount a really good immune response to try and get rid of this disease, which it doesn't actually have. But most importantly, it'll put away memory cells so that if it comes across that disease in real life, it can respond really fast, so you won't even know you've had the disease.
There's a disease called Haemophilus influenzae type B, which came on the schedule for children in 1983. Since 2000, every state and territory in Australia has achieved coverage rates of over 90%, and there have been no reported cases of vaccine injury. There are fears throughout society that the MMR vaccine is a leading cause of autism. This was incorrectly linked in 1998, where a research group conducted a study. However, this was only based on 12 children. Over dozens of studies have failed to prove this connection.
Then it's a question of believing science. So then after that all happened, the scientists around the world and doctors had to do a whole lot of other studies to disprove it. And sometimes it's very hard to disprove something because you've got a population of people who just don't want to believe what the scientists are saying. And then you've got to then develop a whole lot of series of tests to be able to say, well, actually, that wasn't true.
These studies seem to be put aside for certain groups. The Group for Informed Consent claim that the MMR vaccine is the leading cause of autism. They claim the repeated stimulation via children vaccine schedules poison the child to a point where the body reacts in a distorted manner. Current research still doesn't know the cause of autism, but vaccines have been ruled out. One group said vaccination is an organised criminal enterprise dressed up as disease prevention by means of junk science.
It's straight up vaccination. It's not bad science, it's not junk science, and it's not an unregulated attempt at giving people something that they don't want, because you can choose not to. I think that to describe it like that is, I can only say, an insult to all of the public health practitioners. So the people who say they don't want vaccines, let's get us through this phase where there are no more diseases circulating, and then you won't have to have vaccines.